So I know it's been a little minute since the last time we checked in. We had some orders on GJ that I submitted last, and we've been taking a while to put out videos. I think my last one was about a week ago, and that was just because we had orders open on GJ that I submitted in that video. Now, the way how they turned out, I ended up closing 1-to-1, so right below this low here, it's about right there, is where we exited. And that is the trade outlook. So like my main takeaway right now is that I need to get more active. Sometimes I do kind of like shed off at like the end of the month, and we've already talked about that previously. But I should have positioned my lows or my stops under this low here at around 2035, so then I could have brought back closer to a 1 to 2 RR, which would have been a lot better for the P&L because we're trying to crawl out of this hole, and that's really all about it. But because GJ has done this, there's really nothing that I can trade going into the next coming weeks. I don't think that I want to trade anything coming into the next coming weeks. I'm really just gonna wait and just see what's gonna happen. The pound opened very low today. I didn't know that it paused. It paused on Monday. Nothing was here for Monday, but then it happened on Tuesday. We had an open at like 133, which was way lower, or 133 even basically, which was way lower than what it was before. And when I say way low, I don't think it's really that much. Let's see, about a 0.1% lower. And then we fell all the way down to 132, and we're currently at 132. The yen opened higher, rose a little bit for about 0.5%, and that's on the talks with the U.S. siding with Japan. And you can just see uniformly it has tanked everywhere. GBP CAD tanked, GJ tanked, GU tanked, and that's just essentially what we're looking at right now. I believe the only thing that I would consider moving into the next month will be shorts on GCAD potentially, because we have a clean break here, very clean break on a daily time frame, not so much on a weekly. It's developing, and I do have to edit some of these to where the trend lines are a lot smoother. And then on the monthly time frame, we clearly have the same residing high here, and we can potentially short it down for another 300 pips to catch that entire movement there. So that's what I'll be looking at moving into November. And then we also have a new pair that we added, which is USDJPY, and that's just because we have the ability to trade um, another major against a minor. I did have CAD JPY, but I just didn't like the way it looked. And that's just because I have all of these currencies here. So I can just do as many combinations as I want to, and that's what I'm going to do. But we're still going to be working towards getting futures. I'm still saving up for that. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, so going into the account, just to update it, we are at a balance of just about 4K, so we're down 15%. And then we have a 1.6% gain that we had on our last trading day, as well as we're down just about 9.5% on this month and 15% this year. To go over the trade, so this was the GJ trade. As you can see, this is what we were just looking at. And I explained this already, could have had a little bit better execution, and I can't be doing a set and forget type of style and to be more active, because that's just how my system needs to be. So I consider that a system failure because I did not go in with I didn't not scale in, but I did not, what's the word I'm looking for? Trail my stops properly. So that's on me. That's a system failure. Now, our trade before that, we got stopped out, which we talked about on one, but then the other one was about a break even. And the only thing that I can improve on that is just looking to get closer to support on my entries. I don't have an issue with the entry itself or the execution itself. It's just, just working and refining it just a little bit more. And that was our previous trading day. And you guys already know about the other trading days that we've had because there hasn't been really anything else. We've just been taking GJ trades this entire time and moving on from there. So my goal for the end of this year, the end of this quarter, is to at least be a break even. Crypto decided to rebound a little bit. So we'll go into that. We can see Algo is back up to about 19 cents. So, we're seeing some type of retracement here. And Litecoin is back to $100. And Solana is back at 200. XRP is back at 265. And Stellar Lumens is back at 32 cents. Bitcoin is at 115 right now, floating. We'll see how that goes in the next coming month, really. But we have 3 more days until we update the trading journal to see just how much we actually are down, because it's probably closer to, I'm probably closer down to like 3.7, 3.8, something like that, because we basically made back everything that we lost the beginning of this month. You see, so the month ended with about 20 cents. We're down about 5% on Algo, and I'm assuming everything else is around that general area. You can just check. Oh, this one's actually higher. No, I'm tripping. That's why you go to the monthly. Oh no, we have to do the weekly. So October 6th, we're at a high 136. We're down 27% on Litecoin. That's ass. Didn't know that. And on Solana, 17%. So anywhere from 5 to 25%, I'm guessing, spread across multiple assets. That's what we're looking at. So hopefully we can rebound just a little bit more and get this balance closer to the 5K range and close out the year with $5,100. That's really the goal. I don't really have any other goal right now. Just, trying to weather the storm and make it through. My last thoughts on this trading week. My losses started to get to me a little bit. I won't lie. Not having a winning trade for the entire month is starting to get to me, just a little bit. We can count this as a win, but I don't count those as wins. If it's not a full close, it's not a win to me. And my last winning day was honestly in August, which has been like 90 days. So of course, mentally it's taxing. I'm not down that much. I understand. I'm only down 15%. So I have had great risk management. That is one thing that I can take away from this, is that my risk management is crazy good. Because for me to lose as many trades as I've lost and only won a very small amount of trades, we're only down 15%. And mind you, every trade that I take with a winner is a 12.5% win. So I'm theoretically systematically a trade away, a trade and a half, a trade and a break even. Well, not a trade and a break even, but a trade and a 2-to-1 away from being in profit. And I can even still walk away with, let's say my next 5 trades are 2-to-1s, because every time I try to continue to trail up, it takes out those lows because we can't establish obvious trends. We decide to break the trend. If that's what happens, I will still be able to find my way back into profit. So this is a step in the right direction. I want to see it keep going up, and I want to see myself continue to make adjustments to make more wins. And that's really where my mind is right now. I'm trying. Well, last night I was very upset. I had to kind of get it out, speak on it, and I just didn't feel like putting that in a video because I just I don't like having that type of perspective when it comes to my trading journey. But just all in all, it did start to get to me. Not a slew or whatever you want to call it, just a bunch of losing days. Adding up. It's like okay. And one thing that I do want to consider is like just minimizing how many trading days that I have. And I understand that most of these were before I developed having multiple pairs that I can set upgrade, which does stop me from taking a trading day every day. But yeah, so how many trading days did I even have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trading days for the month of October. And technically, if you want to count this as a win, sure. We've only had one green day. That's how I look at it. We had one. Oh, I forgot. You guys can't see. Just changed it. So we had one green day for the month of October. And that's just what it was. It's just the way it goes. So hopefully November is better. That's what we're looking for. We're hoping that November is much better. And hoping December is better. If I can just have 2 good trading days, I'm content. I'll gear up for the next year. But I'll be updating you guys in another 3 days. That's if this video gets out in time. And hopefully it does. I should be able to edit it today and get it uploaded so then you guys are, in the loop and I have some content. So that's all I want to talk about. See ya.